I will never let you go. No, I love you, babe. I love you, babe. More than you will ever know. I love you, babe. I love you, babe. And after lonely nights have fallen, you wake up and hear me calling. Morning, beautiful. In my wildest dreams, I never thought I'd ever find that one day I would wake up beside a angel. Morning, beautiful, it's morning and you're beautiful, and I just can't believe I'm laying here with you, girl. Morning, beautiful, hey, look outside, the sun's just shining. Every cloud is rolling.
Tony Orlando and Dawn, Morning Beautiful on KMPC on the Jeff Edwards Show at 8.5 minutes past 9. Boy, it was a morning beautiful for me. Now, I know if you know, you may have looked up and saw those gray clouds and the gunk and stuff, which is supposed to go away, but I drove down from the mountains this morning, and at 15 minutes past 6, I hit the crest up there above San Bernardino when you're right on the top, about 6,000 feet up, and it was the most beautiful sunrise. My gosh, the clouds had that from light pink to this dark, not a red yet, but a dark, vibrant ochre almost, I guess the color was. What color is ochre? Pink. Yeah, really a dark pink, right? Oh, it's not. Is it pink? I don't know, but that's what pops into my mind that it was. Anyway, it was just one of the most beautiful sunrises I've ever seen. It's just, and then when you look and see that you have to go drive down through the clouds and stuff, one hesitates. One hesitates until one thinks about the paycheck, and then one just puts it in gear and goes.
Today on Channel 7's 3:30 movie,
I don't know what it is or where it came from.
Steve McQueen's up against a creature from the darkest corner of the universe.
It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life.
In a losing battle that can mean the end of the world.
I don't think it can be killed, but we've got to try one more thing.
Oh, okay.
The Blob.
It didn't work.
Why don't you do something? Do something!
Today's 3:30 movie on Channel 7.
Richard Nixon. He led the nation, talked to the world. Once we called him president. Now he's going one-on-one with Jerry Dunphy. It's Nixon live on Iran and the hostage situation, his friendship with the Shah, Middle East oil prices, Soviets in Cuba, China, SALT II, and how it all affects the U.S. at home. It's live and unedited. Nixon Dunphy 90 Minutes Live, tonight at 9, only on Channel 7.
Well, that's wild that it's live. That's really exciting. You know, I was listening to him talking about that, and he said unedited, and I thought, oh yeah, sure. And then I realized he was saying live. Now, of course, the questions will have, I'm sure, have been looked at beforehand, or at least there will be no questions that will pin Richard Nixon down as to Watergate or anything like that. But to be live with him talking about the foreign situation, I think is just an exciting thing. 60 degrees right now at KMPC.
List your home with Realty Register. And if we can't deliver a qualified buyer in 90 days based on a mutually agreed upon price, we'll deliver $500 in cold cash. So you can't lose, because we deliver the buyer or we deliver the bucks. Realty Register, America's best brokers.
For participating offices in complete terms, call 213-956-0600. Offer ends December 31st.
Every now and then I cry. Every night You keep staying on my mind. All my friends say I'll survive. It just takes time. But I don't think time is gonna heal this broken heart. No, I don't see how it can if it's broken all apart. A million miracles could never stop the pain or put all the pieces together again. No, I don't think time is gonna heal this broken heart. No, I don't see how it can while we are still apart. And when you hear this song, I hope that you will see that time won't heal a broken-hearted me. Every day is just the same, playing games, different lovers, different names. They keep saying I'll survive. It just takes time. But I don't think time is gonna heal this broken heart. No, I don't see how it can if it's broken all apart. A million miracles could never stop the pain or put all the pieces together again. No, I don't think time is gonna heal this broken heart. No, I don't see how it can while we are still apart. And when you hear this song, I hope that you will see that time won't heal a broken-hearted. Time won't heal a broken-hearted.
That's Anne Murray and Broken Hearted Me on KMPC on the Jeff Edwards Show. It's 15 minutes past 9. The new car dealers of Monrovia invite the listeners of KMPC Radio to shop and save on any of the new cars that have recently arrived. If you're in the market to buy a car, your choice of new Fords, Chevrolets, Lincoln Mercurys, Fiats, Renaults, American Motors, Toyotas, Buicks, Hondas, Volkswagens, or Pontiacs awaits your inspection. Or if leasing is the answer, you'll find the new car dealers on Huntington Drive in Monrovia ready to answer all your questions. But don't take their word for it. Head on out there and see for yourself acres of cars from which to choose at prices you can afford. They're out to prove that when you're ready to purchase or lease a car, you'll turn to Huntington Drive in Monrovia, where you can make the best deal for yourself. They feel that if you make time to take the new Foothill Freeway from Los Angeles to Huntington Drive to see all their cars, the dealers had better be prepared to save you money. So if you're looking to save, take an extra half hour or so and go on out to Huntington Drive in Monrovia. Do yourself a favor. Your new car dealer in Monrovia is Price Chevrolet. See Price Gledhill on West Huntington Drive. 60 degrees right now at KMPC on the Jeff Edwards Show. And we'll go to Dave DeSoto in traffic information. David?
Right, Jeffrey, we've got ambulance rolling along with the highway patrol north on the Harbor Freeway around Manchester. 2 vehicles banged into the center divider, and there are severe injuries in that incident. May still be working another... I'm not sure if this is a non-injury collision or a disabled vehicle. Anyhow, it's on the top or the most part arc of the transition northbound San Diego to eastbound Ventura Freeway. The highway patrol is in there and working that. And we have wind warnings for campers, trailers, and slab-sided vehicles through the entire Antelope Valley area. The gusty, wiggy winds are blowing out there. In the Traffic Information Center, Dave DeSoto, 710 KMPC.
Thank you, David. Johnny Mathis rode the KMPC float last night. Looking great. Has a whole brand new Christmas album. This is one that he cut back in, 1960.
Maria.
What do you want?
The most beautiful sound I ever heard.
Maria, 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 Maria.
All the beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. Say it soft, and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. Sound I ever heard,
That's all right, isn't it? Maria. From 1960, Johnny Mathis on KMPC at 20 and a half minutes past 9.
Make a date with Best tonight. The grand opening celebration is going on until 9 tonight at the 3 new Best Products catalog showrooms in Southern California. The prices are special indeed during these grand opening days, and we want to make it convenient for you as well. But it gets better when you get here.
So much better.
Tonight, you can pick up our catalog for free and get on our mailing list for free copies of all Best catalogs and special announcements. Look over our 10,000 brand name products for less. And at Riverside and Mission Viejo, register for free door prizes. It's all happening tonight till 9.
Best products.
So make a date tonight and stop by the new Best showroom near you in Southern California. We're keeping the doors open and the prices down till 9 o'clock tonight. And when you get there, we think you'll agree. Best is a better way to save.
When you know better, you know Best, the best taste.
In Mission Viejo, Riverside, and Torrance.
Oh, let's check the temperatures. At Civic Center, 62 degrees. Hawthorne, 60. Glendale, 59. Torrance, 59. In Anaheim, it's 61. Thousand Oaks, 62. San Diego, 61. Currently 60 degrees at KMPC. We're supposed to get up to the upper 70s today. Got some humidity for a change. It's 75% as far as the humidity goes. And again, 60 degrees at KMPC here in Hollywood. Did you watch the Christmas parade last night? It was a good parade. Boy, John, that's terrible, man. No, not John Fells. Look, Bob, I tell you what, when I get hung up, you just don't do anything, okay? You just sit there and just keep quiet about it. I'll find my own way. Just in these waning weeks, just let me find my own way and see if I can't, make this show something. Johnny Grant did a terrific job putting that parade together. About 3 or 4 years ago, that parade was kind of the pits. A lot of people not going in it, and boy, last night it was superior. What a neat parade. They did have a problem along the way, as you may have heard, where a horse threw its rider, and there's some people injured, although not seriously. You're cheering the people who are injured, Miller? Is that it? No, that's the parade. Oh, it's just going by now. They finally got it started again. That's good. And what I was doing, I wanted to see the KMPC float twice, see? Now, I saw it on Channel 5, and then I turned over to Channel 11 to watch it go by there. And I got there, and there was no parade. And there was no parade. And it was fascinating to see guys who were there to describe a parade have to do, nothing for 30 minutes and try to make it sound like something. What an awful feeling that must have been. Because I went back and I heard Eubanks saying, gosh, the parade stopped for a moment. What a terrible thing for us. And I thought, if you only knew about your buddies down the way who haven't seen anything for 30 minutes, it was really something. But they did a nice job over in 11 and also a nice job in 5. And Whittinghill was on the float. Now, didn't anybody tell him? For years he said, I hate this problem. I don't want to go on the float. Now all of a sudden there he is on the float. And he looked great. And Robert W. Morgan was there, and Hilly Rose was there. The operation to get the phone out of his ear apparently didn't work because it was still on his ear. Sonny Melendres was on the float. And Johnny Mathis, as we said, and who else? I guess that was it, but it was a great-looking float with the helicopter. I wanted Pam to be on the float. I thought everybody would want to see Pam, but she was not there. She told me personally she would not ride in the same float with any men from this radio station, and I don't blame her. But of course, then she wouldn't have had to.
Hi, this is Joe Rudy of the California Angels. You probably don't know that I'm also an amateur radio operator. You see, it gives me a lot of satisfaction to know that I could help in a communications emergency. And every day I learn more about electronics and make new friends. You might like ham radio too. Write the American Radio Relay League, Box 3151, Van Nuys, California, 91407.
Sunshine, blue skies, we're together. KMPC. Now I'm feeling like a fool. You whispered I love you all through the night. You made love so easy to believe. Your touch was so gentle. The feeling was right, but I was wrong for believing. Right into your arms like you wanted me to. Ooh, I'm feeling lying with you. I thought it was love, but it was only a touch. And when you left me, I knew I was fooled by a feeling. Now I'm feeling like a fool.
That's Fooled by a Feeling. That's Barbara Mandrell on KMPC on the Geoff Edwards Show. 27 and a half minutes past 9 at KMPC. This is America.
Hold me close. You turn nighttime into day. And you're the most brightest star that lights my way. So come home to me now. 'Cause it won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. Turn me out on this fine day. 'Cause all about all the people like to play. So come home to me now. 'Cause it won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. Me close. You turn nighttime into day. You're the most brightest star that lights my way. So come home to me now. 'Cause it won't matter anyhow. I've got this feeling that today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling today's the day. I've got this feeling today.
It's America. Today is the day on KMPC and the Geoff Edwards Show. Bob, do you smell something in there? Like automobile exhaust or something like that? Tar? Are they tarring the roof again? What are they tarring? They are, the roof. It's not an effigy or anything. Okay.
Pick a pickup, pick a winner. Now at your Southern California GMC truck dealers. It's cleanup time, and that means time to take advantage of the old prices on every new 1979 model in stock. Your nearby GMC truck dealers have over 2,000 winning light-duty trucks to choose from. Your model, your style, your color. All going at cleanup value prices while they last. So if you've even considered a pickup or van for work or play, now's the time to shop GMC for economy. You'll find great buys on pickups, V6s and diesels for economical mileage, vans, suburban station wagons, and the tough four-wheel drive GMC Jimmy. A full line to check out, test drive, and compare against all the others. The 1980s are coming in every day, so the 79's gotta go at the best values of the year. Pick a pickup at a winning price. Now at your Southern California GMC truck dealers. He's dealing.
All right, let's pop into Dave DeSoto. Traffic information, David.
There you go, Pop. They're working an incident inbound San Bernardino Freeway around Milliken, and you may find the aftermath of an injury collision. It was in the center divider. Two vehicles slammed together north on the Harbor Freeway in the vicinity of Manchester. Wind warnings for campers and trailers in all Antelope Valley. In the Traffic Information Center, Dave DeSoto, 710 KMPC.
Thank you, David. We'll check the KMPC Airwatch weather. Looking good. These low clouds that are kind of depressing right now will be out of here by late this morning. Be fair this afternoon through tomorrow. The temperatures will be cooler today, but it's going to warm up a little bit tomorrow. Today about 70, tomorrow in the upper 70s. All right. The overnight low in the low 50s. Air quality is going to be good. It is 60 degrees at KMPC. Well, with the fabulous family dinner holidays coming up soon, you'll want to stock up on a supply of Malanta, the great-tasting anti-gas antacid for heartburn, sour stomach, and acid indigestion. Malanta contains not one but two powerful antacids that go to work quickly to relieve acid indigestion. Malanta also contains simethicone, the remarkable ingredient that breaks up the bubbles which trap gas in the stomach, causing painful gas distress. Malanta comes in choice of a light, creamy liquid or smooth, chewable tablets, now available in a new flip-top pack for pocket or purse. Malanta is on special now at all your convenient CAP drugstores, strategically located up and down the coast as well as inland. CAP drugstores specialize in professional fast service with a personal touch, also featuring discount prices on major brand names for total household needs and a huge selection of major brand cosmetics and perfumes. Two CAP drugstores are in the San Fernando Valley. It's Cambria Pharmacy in Cambria, and in the Southwest Bay Area, it's Dave and Rexall in Culver City. Then in KMPC land, it's Kenny Rogers. This is one of the best things Kenny's ever done. It's called She Believes in Me on KMPC.
While she lays sleeping, I stay out late at night and play my songs. And sometimes all the nights can be so long. And it's good when I finally make it home, all alone, while she lays dreaming. I try to get undressed without the light, and quietly she says, "How was your night?" And I come to her and say, it was all right, and I hold her tight. And she believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world. With my little songs, I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way. While she lays waiting, I stumble to the kitchen for a bite. Then I see my old guitar in the night, just waiting for me like a secret friend. And there's no end while she lays crying. I fumble with a melody or two, then I'm torn between the things that I should do. Then she says to wake her up when I am through. God, her love is true. And she believes in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little songs. I was wrong, but she has fed the need, and so I go on trying faithfully. And who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song is right, I will find a way. While she lays, while she waits for me.
She Believes in Me. That's a pretty song. Kenny Rogers on KMPC on the Geoff Edwards Show. If you heard Robert W. Morgan this morning, you heard Alex Payne on the air from Tehran, KMPC's correspondent from Tehran. And as Robert W. was saying, we are the only local radio or television station to have their own person right there in Tehran where everything is happening. Now, tomorrow it's going to be really, I think, very, very fascinating, and only radio can do something like this. Alex Payne will be on the telephone from Tehran between 7 and 8 in the morning, and you can call up and be on the telephone also and speak directly with Alex and ask him any questions you want to ask him about what's happening in the city or what his feelings are or what he's seen since he has been in Iran. So why don't you do that? Give him a call tomorrow. Be listening to Robert W. Morgan on KMPC. This is really broadcasting. It's great stuff. 21 and a half minutes before 10 at KMPC.
Hello?
Hi, Madeline. It's Ellen.
Oh.
I'm calling to invite you to my party.
Darling, how sweet. What kind of party?
Well, there's going to be a whole lot of noshing.
A lot of what?
Noshing.
Oh, is that one of those new video games?
No, noshing. It's what you do with Philadelphia brand whipped cream cheese and Lender's frozen bagels.
Well, I don't know about you, dear, but I've always just eaten cream cheese and bagels.
This kind of cream cheese and bagels is too good to just eat.
Oh.
With all those fabulous Philly whipped cream cheese flavors, onion, chive, pimento, spread on toasted Lender's egg bagels, onion bagels, even bagels with raisins and honey. You indulge, enjoy, you nosh.
Noshing, huh? Well, it sounds good to me, dear. Just one question.
Yeah?
Will George be there?
Of course.
Terrific. Maybe he and I can nosh together.
So what kind of party do you think this is, anyway?
'Tis the season to be noshing. Fa la 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 la.
All right, it's 20 and a half minutes before 10 at KMPC. Dolly Parton coming up.
Hey, that boy of yours is some kind of baseball player. Just 7 years old, and he can hit the ball a country mile, clear out of the backyard, right through Earl's window. Earl is not pleased. Hey, Earl, you say, no sweat, I'll take care of it. And at the same time, you're thinking, is there a glass place open on Saturday, and do they take credit cards? And you're going to find the answer the same way millions and millions of people find everything, from A-frames to zippers. You're going to turn to the Pacific Telephone Yellow Pages. Where else? You're in the glass business. No job too big or too small. And you're open Saturdays between 9 and 3 because you're teaching the trade to your son. But who's going to know that you're open Saturdays? How to find you, that you take credit cards and you make house calls? All the people who read your ad in one of the best read books in town, the Pacific Telephone Yellow Pages. Where else?
KMPC.
Though the sun may be dawning, you're the one that lights the morning. As I awake to the heaven of your sweet summer loving, by a stream in the country, running barefoot and feeling free.
It's summer lovin'. Dolly Parton on KMPC, 16 minutes before 10. Did you watch, by any chance, over the weekend? This was this great weekend for me. I wasn't here Friday and just kind of, I don't know, laid back up at the lake and fed the squirrels and read the newspaper and solved all the problems of the world, at least for me. It was just really great. And watched some television. And, man, Salem's Lot. Did you watch that? Scary. Yeah. Whoa. I'm telling you, don't boo. Don't say boo, man. It was scary. I jumped about 7 feet at one time. It's fun to watch something scary again. You said you went to a movie over the weekend, Bob, that was scary. When a Stranger Calls. Was it really spine-tingling scary? Yeah. Why is it we like to be scared? We hate to be scared. We hate to really be scared, like going into a dark room when you were a kid, and your parents would say, go on upstairs and get the so-and-so for me. And you didn't want to say, I'm not going up there, it's dark. I know there's things up there ready to jump on me. So you went up anyway, and it was awful. Really, peeking around and making sure you could somehow you felt if you could still hear people talk downstairs, you were going to be all right. But as adults, we still like to be scared at movies or television shows or something like that. It was kind of thrilling. Maybe it's one of the last thrills to go as you get older. I don't know.
How many times have you wanted to kick yourself for passing up a great opportunity? 5, 3, 2 times? At least once, right? Well, here's one more you can kick yourself for, if you miss it. Your Southern California Datsun dealer is offering all remaining 1979 280ZX models at clearance prices. This has never happened before and may never happen again. Just think, the Car Motor Trend magazine picked as Import Car of the Year can be your pick for the clearance price deal of the year. And all the luxury equipment the 280ZX is famous for is included, like AM/FM stereo, even air conditioning in the 2+2 model. There's never been another automobile like the 280ZX. In fact, some have even called it a legend in its own time. So I must warn you, you'll owe yourself that kick unless you see your dedicated Datsun dealer right away. Don't wait. His stock of 280ZXs won't last long at these prices. After all, it isn't every day you can make a clearance deal on a legend. Don't miss it.
All right, we have a little bit of traffic from KMPC Traffic Information. Antelope Valley, wind warnings for campers and trailers over the entire Antelope Valley. There are strong gusty winds in those areas, and it's 60 degrees right now at KMPC.
A cool bite in the air, the sun about to break over the horizon, the populace of Southern California about to begin another day. These people are about to make an airborne trip that ends where it begins, that makes life a little easier for thousands of others. This is KMPC's Airwatch Traffic.
Gotcha. Reckon you're heading for the downtown area, John? Yeah, I've been here for several minutes here, Dick.
Morning and afternoons, John McElhaney in the Spirit of 710, KMPC's jet helicopter, and Pamela McGinnis in the Big Orange, along with the KMPC Airwatch Traffic Center, makes your life a little bit easier.
You have a second when you give the patrol a call. Tell them we got 3 involved. Airwatch 5. Navy 5. Go ahead. So when you have a chance, give the patrol a call. We got 3 involved. Number 1, southbound Santa Ana at the Long Beach, and it's a hard raider with a lot of damage.
Here, 60, I see.
Affirmative.
Airwatch Traffic, exclusively on 710 KMPC.
Telling me a lie without a reason why. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high. Our love has reason. I gave you love. I thought that we had made it to the top. I gave you all I had to give. Why did it have to stop? You've blown it all sky high by telling me a lie without a reason why. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high. Our love had wings to fly. We could have touched the sky. You've blown it all sky high. You've blown it all sky high by telling me a lie without a reason why.
Now you're blowing it all sky high on KMPC and the Geoff Edward Shaw's Jigsaw. I got a neat present. I really did. That's terrific. There's a column called The Troubleshooter in the Register, in the paper that comes out of Santa Ana, and it has all these great hints about how to do different things. That if you have, for instance, let me see. Unexpected guests in your living room is dirty. You don't have time to dust and clean it up. What do? Bring in lots of fresh flowers and nobody will notice the dust. I don't know how that works, but, I believe in that. Smell remover. Keep a small bottle of mouthwash close to your kitchen cutting board. A few drops on your fingers will rid them of onion, garlic, and fish odors. Fresh tomatoes. Your fresh tomatoes will keep twice as long in the refrigerator if you wipe their surfaces with vegetable oil. See, it's things like that, those little hints. And I think those are all great hints, but I always forget them. When you see them in the paper, and then you think, 5 or 6 weeks later, you got a couple tomatoes going bad, and you say, what was it I was supposed to do with that? Put fresh flowers in the refrigerator with my tomatoes. Was that it? And there's dust in the living room, so I'll rub it all with vegetable oil. I get confused. Well, Dorothea Bellasine, who writes for the Troubleshooter, sent me a book. It's called The Old Troubleshooter's Handy Dandy number 1. I suppose you can buy this in the stores. I hope so. It's a good book. And I just want to thank her for sending it along, and I will use this. Great, great stuff. And just to, I guess I'll send her the Geoff Edwards You've Got to Be Kidding cookbook. It's kind of a trade, an even trade. And then she can write in the Troubleshooter about how to get rid of that.
Recently, I began taking my 35mm film to the photomat store for developing. Mm-hmm. Since then, I got taller, I got more handsome, and I got wider.
Pictures, Seems more and more of our customers are discovering the new generation of 35mm cameras. If you're one of them, ask for Photomat Custom Series 35 and really show your true colors. You'll get bigger, brilliant 4x6-inch prints developed with care and printed by Photomat's most experienced photo finishers. Even if you're a casual snapshot shooter, trust Photomat to make the most of your pictures. We're still convenient, still a good deal, and we're still developing. Better than ever before.
Oh, am I getting developed.
Photomat. Everything you need for taking good pictures with values like these.
Here's how to stock up and save on good, fresh Photomat color print film. Buy 2 rolls for your instant loading camera, 12 exposures each, and pay just $1.88. Buy 5 for just $4.45. Save on other sizes, too. Participating stores.
All right, good idea. 60 degrees at KMPC.
Barsman and McCormick.
Today we're talking to an expert on myths, Mr. Myth.
Did you know that the Greek god Zeus never wore a hat?
Yes. Now what about nutrition myths?
It's a myth that adults don't need milk, and that honey is better than sugar, and that carbohydrates are bad for people.
Well, when it comes to nutrition, is there anything that's not a myth?
Yes, the 4 food groups: milk, meat, vegetables and fruits, breads and cereals.
And what if you don't eat a balanced diet from the 4 food groups, Mr. Myth?
Well, your body will myth it very much.
A good nutrition reminder from the Dairy Council.
Sometimes you see
That's Lauren Wood on KMPC on the Jeff Edwards Show. Darling, don't leave me at all. Do-do-do.
Here we come, Superior Fast Freight coming through.
In one way or another, we're all victims of the gas crunch. But if we look at our own companies, are we really doing our best to conserve? One of the best ways available to anyone shipping merchandise from Los Angeles or Phoenix to the Pacific Northwest is to specify Superior Fast Freight. It's an established fact that railroads are much more fuel efficient per ton mile of freight than motor carriers. And Superior combines the best elements of trucking and rail forwarding to minimize transit time and conserve energy.
Here we come, Superior Fast Freight coming through for you.
Well, if you want to save fuel and prevent unnecessary headaches, specify Superior Fast Freight for shipping northbound out of Los Angeles and Phoenix, or just give them a call. Your Superior man from Montebello, Pico Rivera, Bell, and Downey is Larry DeRoos. This is Paul Mariette on KMPC taking us up to the news. Paul Mariette, who served as a shining inspiration. I can't even talk when I try to say something dumb. A shining inspiration for Frank Mills all these years. It's 10 o'clock at KMPC Los Angeles, and Gene Brodeur has the news. Well, my door is always open, unless, of course, I'm in the UN.
They're meeting behind those closed doors right now, Jeff, members of the UN Security Council, and the full council is expected to take up the issue of the Iranian crisis about noon today, our time. The U.S. had previously opposed such action, but Secretary General Kurt Waldheim's mention of Iranian violations of diplomatic immunity reversed the Carter administration's stand on the session. An overwhelming majority of council members are said to be in favor of a resolution demanding that Iran free all 49 American hostages. One initiative that hasn't received White House backing is Idaho Congressman George Hansen's unofficial visit to Tehran. Correspondent Roger Gittins reports.
Spokesman Jody Paul says Hansen's mission is not helpful, even though the Idaho congressman was the first American to visit the hostages since the siege began. Paul says there's the possibility the lawmaker may be giving the Iranians a contradictory view of U.S. policy. He's an advocate of congressional hearings on the situation, yet doesn't have the seniority or authority to promise a full-scale investigation. deportation. Officials are concerned that Hansen may make an already sensitive diplomatic situation even worse. Paul told reporters if that's the case, captivity for the hostages could be prolonged.
This is KMPC News, brought to you by GAF and J.C. Penney. KMPC newsman Alex Payne is in Tehran and will be filing updates throughout the day on the embassy siege, now in its fourth week. The Supreme Court today agreed to hear new arguments on abortion, under discussion whether or not Congress was within constitutional bounds when it slapped sharp restrictions on federal funding for medically necessary abortions. Pakistani International Airlines jetliner crashed in Saudi Arabia today. The Boeing 707 went down while returning 110 Muslim pilgrims from a visit to Mecca. Officials fear there were no survivors among the 156 passengers and crew on board. A bus filled with holiday travelers from O'Hare Airport skidded out of control and slammed into a concrete retaining wall near Chicago today, injuring 31 people. The driver of the bus was critically injured. Cleanup crews spent the night removing leftover debris from the Hollywood Christmas parade. Workers were busy along Hollywood and Sunset Boulevards from 4 till 8 this morning, getting them ready for rush hour traffic. KMPC News Time, 10:02.
For the youngsters on any gift list, here's great gift suggestions from JCPenney. Hours of enjoyment are theirs with the GAF ViewMaster 3D viewer and 3-reel packets. There's Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse, Snoopy, even Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, all so real in 3-dimensional images. Another great gift is the GAF ViewMaster Standard Gift Pack. This self-contained pack includes the sleek standard viewer and 7 fun-in-action 3D reels with 49 full-color scenes. New this year is Muppets Movie Gift Pack and Marvel All-Star Gift Pack, plus regular favorites, Monsters, Good Guys, and Disney Character Favorites Gift Packs. And the newest addition to the GAF entertainment scene is the GAF ViewMaster Double View Automatic Movie Viewer. The Double View cartridge holds 2 one-minute movies with a selection of 13 great double feature cartridges. GAF ViewMaster viewers at surprisingly low prices. Available now in the toy departments at all larger JCPenney stores.
Israel has indefinitely postponed a hearing on the appeal of an Arab mayor ordered expelled from the occupied West Bank. The lawyer for Nablus Mayor Bassem Shaka says both sides agreed to the delay. They're trying to work out a compromise to prevent deportation. If Americans demand wage increases to keep up with prices but don't increase efficiency, they can expect another wage price spiral. That prediction from Council of Wage and Price Stability. The council says what it calls the underlying rate of inflation could erupt into double-digit inflation under the pressure of large wage hikes. KMPC Sports reports the International Olympic Committee voted today to make Taiwan change its name within the Olympic movement. If it wants to continue taking part in the Games, that decision opens the way for China to compete in the Olympics for the first time in 30 years. In response, Taiwan's Republic of China Olympic Committee, according to an informed source, will boycott the 1980 Moscow Olympics. In pro football, the Jets bring their league-leading rushing act into the Seattle Superdome tonight for a game against one of the most explosive passing attacks in the league. The Jets have a 5-7 mark, while the Seahawks are at 6-6. The KMPC Air Watch weather forecast. Those low clouds will give way to fair skies this afternoon and tomorrow. Daytime highs near 70, overnight lows in the 50s, and good air quality in the basin. It's 61 in Hollywood. That's KMPC News, brought to you by GAF and J.C. Penney.
For all youngsters, here's great entertainment gift ideas from JCPenney. A GAF ViewMaster 3D viewer and 3-reel packets. Or the GAF ViewMaster Standard Gift Pack with its standard viewer and 7 3D reels, including 2 new ones, the Muppets Movie and Marvel All-Star Packs. Also new is the GAF ViewMaster Double View Automatic Movie Viewer with a double view cartridge containing 2 one-minute movies. GAF ViewMaster viewers at surprisingly low prices. Available now in the toy department at your larger JCPenney stores.
This is Gene Brodeur. We're back to Geoff.
All right, thanks, man. Geoff Edwards on KMPC.
Like the sun that shines on a rainy day, it's a cloud of love, one of a kind. Love affair is when you're down is up and you're up is down, the love stays around. And when you know you're right, but you got to make a little sacrifice. You make it for love.